whistle goes for the start of this Pool A match between Australia, on the right of your picture, kicking off towards Russia. Ball well taken there by Kristina Seredina. Seredina offloads to Bazat Hamidova. Hamidova decides to go route one and stretch her legs. Well tackled by Nicole Beck of Australia.
There.
Hamidova was penalised with ball in hand. This is Emily Cherry. Cherry has a little step and go up and over the halfway line. Australia retaining that possession. Digging for the ball is Chloe Dalton. She recycles herself. Receives the ball back off Nicole Beck. Beck goes in to try and clear. And Cherry with that scrum half pass at the base and out wide. Australia will attack the Russians. Cherry on the outside. Tackle made by
extra roll, holding on.
Throdkova.
Referee saying there was an extra roll after she was tackled. So a good defensive hold from Russia. Fascinating, this Australian side, as we see them in attack here. Obviously missing key players, Kazakh, Quirk, Tanigato. And this is about them finding their shape, who's going to become their decision makers. And this is part of the experiment, one of the reasons Coach Tim Walsh is doing that.
Asta Rashimengi gets a little knock there. The wind knocked from his sails.
But just going back to that point, you know, obviously they're being rested. There's the big tackle coming in right into Russia.
No, I don't think he likes the contact, that referee.
So Walsh really wants to prepare against any disasters that may befall him, say a week before the Olympics. If you lose a Kazakh or a Quirk, he's trying to cover his bases and see who else is ready to step up in an Australian jersey.
One of the experienced players about to put the ball on the scrum, Amy Turner. Here's Cherry, ball in two hands. Cherry finds Dutoy on the outside, the youngster. Well tackled there.
Tackle only.
Australia recycle that possession. Amy Turner stepping back against the grain is Georgina Fredericks, the 20-year-old. Fredericks, here she is, recalled to the squad, making her debut here in Langford. Switch play then. Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful play. Shannon Parry back into Cherry. Well, it was a double Cherry, wasn't it?
Cherry on top there. She's rewarded for her vision. As you can see, not her first time in the dead ball area. But look at this, as they go left, his number's on, but when they decide to come back the right decision, look at the support lines from Parry, and then just a simple offload. Great team try.
Yeah, we've seen that interaction between these two players on many, many occasions. Chloe Dalton's good with a kick. Australia out into the lead by 7 points to 0. And Emily Cherry adding her 73rd try to that list, just behind Kayla McAllister. Portia Woodman way out in front for New Zealand.
And as Australia spend the rest this season sort of making their mark on the World Series, leading the table, look like likely winners of this. You know, it really is their skill, their work on the ball, some of the skills acquired maybe from touch rugby that they're bringing to this the sevens game that make them so impressive.
Well, the ball hasn't crossed the 10-metre line. That's the dotted line to the left of your picture. So that means that Russia will have the tap restart on the halfway line. It's Kudanova, then the scrum half. There she goes. She switch plays with Staya. Ball taken into the contact by Kristina Seredina. And Seredina held there by Shannon Parry.
Leave it.
Great strength there by the Australian forward to deny the Russians ball.
Interesting, Parry wasn't sure the penalty was for her or against her. But look at her work on the ground. She's got on her feet, she's got right, she's pulling away there.
Let's go.
And the tackled player has not released the ball.
Kristina Seredina guilty of not releasing the ball for Russia, which allows Australia just to play their patterns again. And Toy takes on Hamidova. Well, that's an experienced player against the young Australian. Amy Turner in midfield then to Chloe Dalton on the switch. Love the way that Dalton just straightened there. And Australia just attacked the blind side through Cherry. Cherry, lovely little footwork there.
You got to
Penalised on this occasion for not letting go. And look how this defence turns to attack. Staják out to Throdkova. She's the youngster, the flying machine. She's already had 4 tries. This is going to be a 5th. What a magnificent athlete this is. The Russian winger. Elena Throdkova, 5th try this weekend here in Langford.
Well, I don't know too many Welsh people named Throdkova, but didn't she show a clean pair of heels there? Look at this, she knew she had the mismatch. As Peters came across, she had the pace. Great form, great long stride on her. And she got all the way around the post.
She is a wonderful runner of the
once
ball,
they place, they can't bridge over the ball.
And the additional 2 points added by Daria Lushina.
Isn't it a funny game? Australia seemed to be in total control. Russia clawing their way back.
Hang time is good on the kickoff, but Australia have retained the possession. Amy Turner now just looking for that angled support run, and it is good though from Gianna Penitani. Here's Shannon Parry. Penitani goes in wearing that number 4 jersey. Emily Cherry with the wide pass. Dutoy's on the outside channel here. She comes back in. Dutoy with a pass to Cherry. Dutoy
tackle only.
Just protects the ball. And that allowed Shannon Parry, the support player, to come in and recycle that possession for the Australians. Chloe Dalton has a little dig. Back into Cherry, switching once again to Nicole Beck. Dutoy lets it bounce. Tackled by Maria Staják. And then over the top of the ball is Daria Lushina.
First arriving player. First arriving player.
Staják has a step. Surely Australia went back 10 metres there. Well, that's dangerous as well.
Yeah,
dangerous tackle from Amy Turner.
Yeah.
For me, this is very harsh. It's obviously dangerous, but she committed, and the Russian player jumped. Kamidova jumped, so I don't know what she's supposed to do there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, the responsibility lies with the tackler to get the player down safely from that situation. You can't tip a player. Throdkova goes once again, throws the ball inside. It was forward.
Forward first.
Ooh, that's costly.
Well, there's the half-time whistle from Rasta Rushenbengi. Great action here in this Pool A match between Australia and Russia. The score is tied at 7 apiece.
Friends, if it's dinner time for you, be sure to check out our section on the east side of the stadium and the food trucks and the families on the west side.
You got a hand of a rock. Cherry, anything else?
Ну сделали захват. Ну что случилось того, что здесь сделали захват? Да просто упади, сохрани мяч. 6 человек против 7. Чего ты сейчас видишь, девушка, как будто устала? У тебя пота даже нет.
Anything else, mate?
Давай,
Cherry?
находи себя. Нету.
Yeah. I'll keep calling rack and
Дальше,
tackle
смотри,
only,
вот
so we
я
aware
объясняю
of
вам,
it. Yeah?
вот по тактике игры, вот начальный удар, ты ловишь, ну чего простого, оттолкнуться от игрока и отдать мяч в глубину, чего ты начинаешь с ними сражаться, то же самое здесь, ну продавила линию, ну сохрани, отразись, быстрый мяч сыграй, нет, ты еще хочешь кого-то поймать, дальше будет игра лежа, всегда 100%. Ну девочки, начните играть 7-7, а не 6. Чего вы мучаетесь? Начните пасовать в края, а в краях стройте раки, главное игру лежа не делать. Они как вам сейчас попытку положили? Они просто делают раки, сохраняют мяч и докидывают до края. Сохраняйте в тройке, собирайтесь быстрее.
Давай! 3-4! Россия!
Goal. Blue.
So the Russian skipper, Kudanova, kicks the ball off for Russia. 7 apiece between Russia and Australia. And these two teams playing
Backwards.
out to see who could top Pooley and get a spot in the
Release
quarterfinals of this Langford Sevens competition. Shannon Parry, route number 1 for her. Ball taken back by Peritani. Now here's Dutoy. Dutoy uses her footwork well. Cherry in support. Kind of a loose pass there from Dalton. Just put a little bit of pressure, but Dalton, you'll notice, just continued into that play. And Australia so good at retaining that possession. Peritani out to Cherry. Cherry will just stretch again, and Dutoy's quite happy just to come back against the angle, and again the possession retained, and good sevens coming from this Australian team.
I think that's good.
There's a good understanding, isn't there,
Advantage.
Gareth Rees, in this team, the way
Offside.
they set their plays.
All
Yeah, they've
offside
got
here.
good pattern here, but I can't help but
Here we
think
go. Here we
they're
go.
almost looking around for where's Charlotte Kaslik. You know, there's someone to unlock this Russian defense. They're going side to side and they're keeping possession, but they're not providing that extra, that X factor to break it down.
Well, we've mentioned it before, haven't we, that, you know, with Alicia Quirk and Charlotte Kaslik, Leah Green, there's a lot of changes in this team, and it is all about rotating the squad, keeping things fresh. There's Emily Cherry, one of the standout players in this team. Amy Turner comes in off
Okay, time off.
the
Time
bench
off.
to take
Run
up
it on.
her
Cherry.
spot in the game.
And that is the process
Yep.
here, to see other
Wait,
people
time's off,
filling
please.
those
Hold it
roles.
there, please.
Amy Turner, as you said, very
Just hold it,
experienced.
hold it, hold it.
Will be playing
Yeah,
for
you
New
good.
Zealand in
Okay,
the
time back.
Olympics, born in Tukaroa.
So that's Australia. Back to the full complement then. I said that when Amy Turner came off the bench, I meant the naughty chair. So for that tackle on Vaizat Hamidova. Shannon Parry gets that inside ball. But a knock on there for Australia.
They credit
Time.
Russia here. They are hanging on. They're really defending well on the fringes. There's lots of inside
Yep.
support as you see immediate attention
Thanks, Jerry.
to the
6.
Australian player who received the offload. And that's good sevens defense.
Well, these two
Plus four.
teams have played 10 times. Australia have won 8, Russia 2. The last time that Russia won was back in the quarter-final of the Amsterdam tournament, way back in May 2013.
catch.
So
Time back on.
quite a few of the players
Crunch.
that played in that match are actually
Fine.
still in this Russian team today.
Sit.
And one of them is that young lady who fed the scrum, their captain, Kudanova. Now back to the play. Prestaya misses the ball, playing football. There's Chloe Dalton. Dalton gets inside to Cherry. Wonderful try by Australia, benefiting from the Russian mistake.
Well, it was Russians who took the chance. They went wide. They tried to get their strike runner into some space. It wrapped up and she throws it away, and Cherry has been moved to the wing in a support role here. Good discipline to tap that with her foot from Dalton, showing great composure and just popping it up there. And we know that Emily Cherry knows where that try line is. Former Australian Player of the Year, Women's Player of the Year.
Conversion's good from Chloe Dalton. I like Chloe Dalton's kicking style. She just keeps the head right down over the top of the ball, a bit like you on the
Jerry,
golf tee, Gareth.
What's up? Okay, wait.
Very
Time
much
off,
so,
please.
Scott, and you'd know, I hope your week golf here in Victoria was very profitable for you, sir.
Very good.
Here we
Also
go.
had a wonderful visit up
Okay,
to the
time back on.
Butchart Gardens, one of Victoria's and British Columbia's best tourist attractions. The gardens in full bloom here, absolutely magnificent, and a tremendous day up there. Hamidova then takes the ball from the kickoff. Russia, what is their response going to be? Is that a Russian player injured there? Maybe not. Prestaya comes back in, pops that ball over,
Off the
but
knee.
it's bounced into Murphy's hands, off the knee. Hamidova goes to try and play football. It's all a little bit scrappy.
On your feet. You got to be up on your feet, 5. On your feet, 5.
The Russians forcing things a bit here. There's still only a score down.
Yep.
They're throwing those high-risk passes out of contact, and right now it's not going to hand. Oh, a bad miss there.
So the counter-attack is on. Staják throws the ball over the top. Daria Bokova. Oh, lovely little dummy from Bokova. Has she got the pace to go on? Has she got the pace? Tracking her down on the tackle is Nicole Beck with a smashing cover tackle for Australia. And referee Rasta Rashenvengi also up with play there. Penalises the Russian for not letting go of the ball.
Well, Nicole Beck, the 27-year-old, comes all the way back.
Here we go, gold.
With this game in the balance, one score. She was thrown forward, propelled forward, and backed herself. The substitute, Bobkova, grimacing right to the end, but look at that tackle. And then Bobkova guilty of not releasing.
Opportunity here for Russia, though. Hamirova, if it bounces well here from the turnover, tremendous tackle by Australia. The defence of this Australian team is saving them at the moment.
They space out wide for Russia if they can move it.
Well, this is their threatening try scorer, Thorkova.
Counteratt's good.
Ball's good. Play on, says referee Rasta Rashenvengi, but a penalty against Russia. 1 minute 10 seconds on the clock. Amy Turner decides to take a quick one. Was that the correct idea?
Rack now.
Cherry goes in to support. Parry with the pass on that wide outside to Mahila Murphy. Murphy stepping. Tackled by Marina Kukina from Russia.
Scott, this whole play, the Russians have no sweeper in place. The kick and chase would be profitable for the Australians.
Well, I'd love to see the number of passes that Australia have made in this tie, because they've commanded the possession and now stretching this Russian defence. A bit sloppy there from Murphy on the outside. Recycling herself well, though, was Nicole Beck. Beck, who's put in a power of work. And here's Turner, Amy Turner. Amy Turner has the step, parry once again, and Cherry, parry to Cherry. How good is that? Her third try, a hat-trick on this tie for Emily Cherry.
Well, that patience was rewarded. There's some very tied ladies out there. The third match of day one here. Look at that step off her right foot, Turner.
Finish.
The offload, and then just that relentless support. The Russians ran out of defenders, and Cherry, for the third time in this match, dots down.
So it will be Australia who top group, or Pool A, I should say. The additional 2 points is good for Chloe Dalton.
Cheers.